Alright, guys, so we're back yet again, and we have another movie we're finally going to be reviewing. One that I was highly anticipating, Air Force One Down. So, this was something I was actually looking forward to looking into, starring Catherine McNamara, Ian Bohan, and Anthony Michael Hall, and many others. So, we got the main character, Allison Miles, who is the niece to Anthony Michael Hall's character. She's been in the military, she served her country, and when things go crazy, she gets to be on Air Force One, serving the president, who's played by Ian Bohan. Now, again, when they go on to Air Force One, a lot of things go crazy because apparently in the story we see where Edwards, who is the president, he is wanting to make good ties into Russia for oil rigs and stuff of that nature. Now, there's this one general who does not want that. He does not agree. So he has ones go over there, take over Air Force One, and that's when, of course, Allison Miles gets involved. And even though she does not agree with Edwards on everything, she has no choice but to do her job and be definitely part of the Secret Service and protect him. And with her pretty much being the solo person that survives and also takes care of this mission and the issues. She goes through the entire story of we really see how she was pretty much the oddball in her family, other than from her uncle, and how her uncle really took her under his wing, really took care of her, pretty much raised her, and was able to give her not only a purpose, but also be able to show her what can be done within the United States military and be able to prove herself and also prove for her country and among other things. And then her and Edwards kind of developed this weird relationship where he shows her respect obviously because of her uncle, and then also how he was, how he got into the military, and then how he became president. And yes, he was a rich kid, but then he had issues with his father. Then they split and he asked him for a dime and made himself the man he is today. And that's when she starts developing a little bit more respect for him. And we see a lot of badass action sequences in this film. Let me say this again: if you guys are not familiar with Cameron Nairn's work, I mean, go look at Arrow, go look at Shadowhunters. This woman can definitely do a lot of good stunts. I mean, there was this one stunt sequence where she was solo, just going against all these one dudes in this massive warehouse where they were being held, and she was just taking them out like left and right. I mean, literally just badass. And a lot of people may say, "Oh, that's not possible," or this and that and the other. Now, again, I'm gonna say this, and I've said this for a long time. I have no problem with a woman kicking ass. I don't, as long as it's believable. This is believable because again, you got a hot, badass female character, an actress that can actually do these things, that practices martial arts, that does these types of things in movies and TV, and she's able to do that. It's like, come on. So I don't think this movie got as much praise as I think a lot of people were expecting. I enjoyed myself with this film. There was a lot of good action sequences, there was good acting, it was good story, it was good story progression, good character progression. I think Catherine McNamara knocked it out of the damn park. I think she knocked it out of the park, not only from an action sequence, but from acting. Same thing with Ian Bowen. Again, if you're not familiar with him, playing Peter on Teen Wolf, playing in Yellowstone. He did a very good job playing a very political figure, very new for him from what I've seen his previous work. Very new for him as an actor from what I have seen. But I enjoyed it. It was good to see Anthony Michael Hall again, very much of a legendary figure in the movie industry, seeing him play a role like this. Again, this was your straight popcorn flick, straight to Netflix DVD type of film. And again, that's fine. Some of these films that do this, they do really well. Sometimes they don't. And I have no issues with films like this. Some people do. Some people don't like a straightforward story. I don't have an issue with it. I think the movie was absolutely fine. The pace was fine. The acting was fine. There was one scene where I felt like she really embraced Mia Queen at one point when she was captured, and she just looks at the guy and is like, "Hi." And that was pretty much the same thing like she did in Arrow, and I was like, "Oh damn!" Like when she did that, it was just to me it was sexy. To me, it was really sexy. I think she's a good actress, and yes, I think she's attractive. But she can kick ass too. So again, I don't have a problem with that. Again, for all you women that say you want badass, actresses, badass female characters, this was a badass female character, and this was a badass actress to actually do this role. I think if she does more action roles, it's definitely going to help her more in the industry because I think she can do roles like that. Um, but that's up to her if she's going to want to do that. So I think that this is a decent movie. I think it's a good movie. Is it something you always want to watch all the time? No. Is it a one and done? No. It's something I would say if it's on, put it in the background noise. If you've already seen it once, you already know what happens, or if it's just you really enjoy the movie. But overall, I enjoyed the movie. I have no issues with it. I would recommend this film out to people that likes action, that likes a good story, that likes good driven stories and drama. So definitely check this movie out if you haven't. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. And I'll see you as always on the very next one.